So as you can probably tell, we got a little bit of a different view. I'm actually not at home, but I'm able to get the video out to you guys, so I'm going to do that as we speak. And man, that game changed from being very frustrated and literally throwing things across the room to straight happiness. It was a weird one. I mean, J-Hap obviously was not good. I mean, you could clearly see that he was not that dialed in, if you want to call it. I mean, with the early run the Jays got first inning, right? Edwin with the 2-out double, beautiful hit. Navarro coming big, gets the hit through the right side. He makes it 1-0. Then J-Hap gives up 2 in the next inning. Has a long second inning, but gets out of it. Third inning, he gives up a run, but he gets taken out. And that's where the game changed for me. I think you guys can agree with that in the sense that it changed there. Because then you move on, right? You go into the next, Danny Barnes. He played for a bit before September started. He was up with the Jays a little bit. He did okay. Now he's come up. He had a score. I think I think he pitched yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. No, he pitched on Friday night. He went a scoreless inning, and today he went 2 1/3. So coming in after J-Hap only went 2 2/3, giving up six hits, 3 runs, walked 2 guys. Didn't look that good. Danny Barnes comes in, goes 2 1/3, gives up 1 hit, strikes out a guy, no run score. Beautiful. And then Scott Feldman comes in. He goes an inning, goes clean. Just does his job, gets a strikeout. And that, I think, is what pushed the Jays forward. Because then you push out Chris Archer. You get his pitch count up. Russell Martin hits a ball literally as close as it can possibly be to the fence. They make the catch, and that's where things are like, you know what, that's one of these games where we're just not going to be able to get those big hits. And then Tulowitzki had a single. They take out Chris Archer, and I think that's what kind of did it. You know, you take out Chris Archer, which was big. Brad Boxberger comes in. Michael Saunders comes up. He hits a single through the right side, so there's 2 on and 1 out. Kevin Pillar walked. Listen to that again. Kevin Pillar walked. It doesn't happen too often, but in a big situation, he ended up drawing the walk. And then Devin Travis singled through the left side, scoring 2 and tying up the ball game. Holy crud. And then, 7th inning, Joaquin Benoit comes out, gives up a leadoff single to Forsythe. Of course, because when does that guy not get hit against the Blue Jays? But then, strikes out Kiermaier, strikes out Longoria, and strikes out Brad Miller, striking out the side, and getting his 1,000th career strikeout. Congratulations to him. He's been a lights-out figure since joining the Jays, and he's had a great career. I mean, if you look back at his numbers, he's been so good. Just this year was kind of off for him until he came to the Jays. Then you move to the 8th inning. They bring in Kevin Jepson. Deoner Navarro draws the walk, and Dalton Pompey comes in to pinch run. He steals second base. All right, so we got a guy at second with nobody out. Russell Martin, 3-0 count. 3-0 count, usually you don't swing. You got a fast guy at second, so just put a ball in play, he'll move over. Russell's like, nah, I hit one to the fence last time, probably a couple inches from leaving the yard. I'm going to put one out of the yard this time. He hits a 2-run dinger, 5-3 Jays. We get the lead, and it kind of felt mathematical from there. It was weird. You know, he hit the home run. We're like, you know what? I think we got this one in the bag. Tulowitzki gets a single. Pillar singles as well. Couldn't get anything around to score, but that's okay. 8th inning comes around. Grilly, 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Jason Grilly's getting fired up as usual. Strikes out Corey Dickerson. Nothing happens in the top half. Bottom 9. Roberto Osuna, I think he was extra fired up for this game because he was throwing darts. I saw 99 on the gun. He was throwing some 898s. I mean, he was firing it in there, and he just looked really good. You know, he struck out Logan Morrison. Nick Franklin fried out to Carrera, and that could have been scary. You know, with Pillar and Carrera colliding. I'm praying everybody's okay and nothing goes wrong. I hope Pillar's in the lineup tomorrow and Ezekiel's fine. We're good to go. Forsythe struck out. That's right. He actually got out to end the ball game. Blue Jays win, and man, we needed that. We really, really needed that win because that that win, not only does it, you don't get swept by the Tampa Bay Rays, which would have been pretty awful if it happened. You're forcing Boston, Baltimore to win, and that's when you're forcing teams like that to win, you're in a good spot. I'm going to check as we speak. So Baltimore lost 5-2 to the Yankees. So therefore, last night's game that we lost, we gained that right back. So we're 3 ahead of them. Boston and Oakland are 0-0 in the 4th inning. Boston has guys at first and second with 1 out. By the time you guys watch this video, you're going to know the score anyways. But hey, suspense is unreal. But we've done our job today. We got the win. Now we got to move on. Now we go up. We come back up north, kind of, to New York and face the Yankees. And game 1 is not going to be easy at all. It's R.A Dickey versus Masahiro Tanaka. Oh, God. You know what? Baseball's baseball. Numbers suggest we should get our butt whipped. Numbers also suggested that we should have swept the Orioles and swept the Rays. That didn't happen. You never know with baseball. Tanaka could not have his split working the same. Dickey could be lights out. You don't know. Fingers crossed, though. Fingers crossed. I mean, excuse me. Game 2 of the series, you have Aaron Sanchez versus Luis Cessa, who is 4-0 with a 4.17 ERA. Again, very winnable ball game after Sanchez pitched a really, really good outing in his last one. It could be exciting. He could pitch another great outing, and man, could we be talking Cy Young or what? And the finale, we do not know who's going for the New York Yankees as of right now, but we know that Marcus Stroman is on the mound for the Blue Birds. Hopefully, we can get the series win. A sweep would be nice, but you know what? I think getting the first game, getting the game against Tanaka, if we can find a way to beat him, knock him out early maybe, or light him up, or Dickey pitches well, and it's a very close game. We need to get that win tomorrow. I know it's a tough one. I know it's going to be really tough with Tanaka going, and obviously R.A Dickey going for us. You never know what you're going to get for him, but we're just praying that we can get good Dickey pitching tomorrow. And if we can, we have a good chance to win the ball game. We have a better bullpen than them. I can say that with complete confidence. Betances, as long as you're not losing going into the 9th inning or very late in the 8th, you're not going to see Betances. So let's try and avoid that. Good news is Aaron Judge, who was hitting very well when we played them last, is not hitting as well. So, maybe we can catch the Yankees off guard. Maybe get a win. Maybe get a win against Tanaka, because I think that's the game everyone's looking at. Is that one there? The next 2 I think are winnable, but you've got to win the first one. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I promise that tomorrow's game will be back in my dojo. And, hey, we won a game. We're 5-5 against the Rays this year. That's a success in itself. I mean, come on. Hit that like button if you guys like the video. Subscribe if you really enjoyed the video and like the rest of the videos. And comment down below what you think of the game today and your thoughts on tomorrow's afternoon game against the New York Yankees. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow afternoon post game. We'll see you then.